It's time for the Hungarian GP and we are officially halfway through the season. But who do I think is going to come out on top? Let's roll the intro. So we are back at the Hungaroring. As you may remember, last year's race was interesting to say the least. Can this year deliver? I sure hope so. Let's get started then. Alright, here's my top 5 for quali. For pole, I'm going to have to go for Norris. Now, I know this might be a bit of a risky placement given his tendency to bottle under high pressure, but I think he's got this one. Overall, I'd say his single lap pace is strong, and I think he wants to prove to the team and himself that he's still the number one driver at McLaren. This weekend could really go either way for him. Either he's going to crumble under pressure or channel that pressure into a great performance. We have to see. For P2, I've of course got to go for Piastri, as he always seems cool, calm and collected. And I think he's going to put on a strong quali. I just don't think he has the same single lap pace as Lando. And for that reason, I'm going to put him in P2. P3? Honestly, I'm going to have to give it to Leclerc. I know Ferrari hasn't been that strong recently, but Leclerc really has been making a difference in that car. And watching him in practice 1 and practice 2, I think he's on track for a good result this weekend. Right behind Leclerc, I'm going to put Verstappen. Last year really wasn't his race, so I think he's going to want to turn it around for this year. That being said, the Red Bull's car has seemed way off of both drivers, but you never know, he is known for turning it around on a Saturday. And finally for P5, I'm going to have to go with Hamilton. He seems to be losing his motivation, and I don't really think he's bonding with Ferrari. He did well during the race in Spa, but his attitude has recently reminded me of how he was back in 2024 with Mercedes. I do think he's going to do okay at Hungary, which is why I'm putting him in P5. Right, on to the prediction for the top 5 in the race. P1, I'm going with Max. Notice how I've not put McLaren. I'll get to that in a minute. I think Max is going to try and make up for last year's race, and along with the team, make some good decisions and moves to put him into contention. P2 is going to be Leclerc. He's always been there to capitalise on others making mistakes, and I think he's going to drive a clean and calm race. P3, I'm going for Russell, the king of inherited podiums. He does well at this track, and I think he's going to be in contention after a certain incident that I'm going to mention in a minute. P4 is Hamilton. I think he's going to struggle to hold off Russell, but overall, compared to his recent form, I think he's going to have a good race. For my P5, I'm going to go for Albon. In practice 1 and practice 2, he's really been putting in some solid laps, and I hope for him and Williams that he's going to get a good result this weekend. Now, I'm going to make 3 random predictions for the race. Prediction 1. There will be a turn 1 crash. Hungary is known for incidents like this because it's got such a sharp first corner, and someone's going to send it down the inside and cause a big pile up. Prediction 2. Ollie Behrman will break his P11 streak by finishing P10. And finally, my third prediction. You've probably already figured it out, but I think the two McLarens will crash together at some point during the race in some sort of big and dramatic way. I mean, I just think the tension has been building up for so many weekends now. We've already seen close calls and major incidents between them. And I just think this weekend it's all going to come crashing down. Let's wait and see.